barely passed my AWS Certified Cloud Practitioner exam, not because it's insanely hard, but because it tested things I wasn't prepared for. And here is the part people do not tell you. This cert can actually help your IT career or instantly hurt it, depending on how you use it. Now, in this video, I'm going to be showing you or telling you how recruiters actually see the CCP, the Certified Cloud Practitioner cert, and how you can use it without embarrassing yourself. So stay to the end of the video. And yeah, it's going to be a good day. Cup of coffee. If you're in IT, you probably would have heard people say the AWS CCP is the same thing with the Comptia A+, or it's similar. But honestly, they are not wrong, at least to me. But most people tend to misinterpret this. I just passed the CCP exam and I want to break it down. What to really test, what caught me off guard, and who should and shouldn't take the exam. Think about Comptia A+, think about the cert. It doesn't make you a systems engineer. It only teaches you how the computer works, how it thinks, and how to speak the language. So the exam is broken into 4 different main areas. Number 1, the cloud concept. Secondly, security and shared responsibilities. Thirdly, core AWS services. And lastly, billing and pricing. Cloud concepts, elasticity, high availability, and scalability. So these are like things that are the advantages of using the cloud compared to having an on-prem structure. So you are going to get highly tested on that. Secondly, security, how to configure the firewall, where to allow traffic, inbound traffic, outbound traffic. You would also be tested on that, but not so much. And the shared responsibility, which is like who does what in the cloud, who is responsible for this? Is it going to be your customer or AWS? Now, the cloud core cloud services, the EC2, the S3 database, and networking. You don't have to configure them basically. You just have to be able to identify what will do what, best case scenario, and also how to minimize costs using those services. Lastly, billing and pricing, and this part makes a lot of people trip because the cloud is not just technical, it is also like financial. Imagine using something and the more you use it, the less you pay. It's something called scale of economy, whereby the more you use something over the years, you might get to start paying less. So yeah, but I'll be honest, I wasn't 100% ready for the exam. Not because I didn't study, because I studied, but I didn't study a lot. Being that it was a multiple based question, I used to have this relaxation that I was just know the answer. Like, I've always had that relaxation. But then a week to the exam, a couple of days to the exam, about 3 days, started like questions, very hard preparation questions. And I wasn't getting up to the score I should get to pass the exam, and then I knew I was in hot soup. So I had to do like last minute revisions, and I couldn't really go through a lot of work, so a lot of practice exams, because time was minimal. I had a lot of things on my hand also. So yeah, the exam isn't just about memorization. You need to really understand how the cloud works, why certain things work the way they do in the cloud. And if you get a good understanding of it, you should be able to pass the exam. So to actually show you I wasn't ready for the exam and I went in, I don't know, not prepared, not 100% prepared. This is actually the conversation I had with my AI some minutes to the exam, or some minutes before the exam. And the real reason I actually wasn't prepared was because, aside from me just being, I would say, a little bit nonchalant, I also had some issues with Pearson view. God Almighty, I had to clear out. If I could remove my my ceiling, I would have been, because these people wanted everything off my desk. Like the level of scrutiny they give on your exam environment, top tier, is another level. So yeah, so here are the real lessons CCP teaches IT professionals. Number 1, cloud thinking beats tool memorization. Security is also shared. Not everything is your job. Patching stuff. Security of the physical environment. Like, you are going to see that in your exams. You are actually going to, who is responsible for that? Also, cloud pricing is also part of like system design. What is going to work best? What sort of storage should be used for certain moments or certain things? How long do you want to store them for? Which is also going to determine the type of storage you're going to get. And also, certification doesn't replace skill. Your certification, the fact that I'm certified doesn't mean I can start handling like cloud operations. But I can actually. And this is why the CCP feels basic, but also skipping it will also like create like a blind spot, because honestly the amount of knowledge I amassed doing this set gave me another horizon, another feeling to IT, which I didn't get with just normal on-prem study and work and all those stuff. So yeah. So should you take the CCP exam? If you are new to the cloud, absolutely, that's going to be a very great foundation for you. If you already work in IT, you should also take it, because you are going to understand how cloud works. But if you are thinking the CCP is going to get you hired, you have to get it like you think, because it is not really technical. It's not as technical as you might think it is. It only just shows recruiters a signal that, okay, this person is aware of the cloud model, how the cloud works, this person understands the benefits. But if you really want to understand or be able to work in the cloud, you need to go further than just the CCP. You need to do hands-on projects, go for certifications like the SA Solution Architect, which is also going to teach you how to build stuff, what to build, what to join together in the cloud. And yeah, like architects. So you are going to be able to like design for like the company, what type of service they should use and all those stuff. So thinking the CCP is going to get you hired, or thinking it is the gold standard for becoming a cloud engineer is really going to shoot you in the foot. So remove that mindset, disable that mindset. I said how people make the mistake of thinking the CCP is going to make them cloud engineer, or the CCP immediately translates to them being cloud engineers, which is actually wrong. But there's a way you can actually use the CCP to increase your chances of being seen as a potential hireable candidate, whereby you say things like the CCP gave you foundational knowledge and understanding to how the cloud works, but you're working on further certifications like the SA, or you have further certifications like the SA, or you worked on certain cloud projects. This is going to increase your chances of actually being hireable, and not just fumbling and thinking the CCP is the gold standard for the cloud. So yeah, I hope this video has been helpful to you, or for you. Share the video to someone that is in IT or would need to hear or see this. And I would like to hear, what is your IT background, or what projects are you working on? Yeah, let's talk in the comment section. And with that, we'll come to the end of the video. Hope to see you some other time. Remember, because to save doesn't mean it is secure. Drop a like on the video. Thank you.